Hey guys, it's Tal. I wanted to talk about trauma today and what it does for the brain, or what at least it's done for me. I've gone through some really devastating stuff. I think objectively people would find certain things devastating, and that's just sort of like physical loss, but then also mental health issues that have really brought me to my knees. And while I am learning, I am in a space of actually healing from some years that were extremely traumatizing for me. I wanted to offer something. I think after I came out of my trauma and like everything was cooked, even my short-term memory, like everything was so cooked. I was a shell of a human being. I couldn't tell what was right for me. And I used to be this person that had an incredibly strong intuition. Like, I trusted my intuition above all else. I trusted my intuition in seriously every facet of life. It was almost as if for a long time, even if I had lost, I was still in pure peace, because I knew that I was always going to make the right decision because my gut told me so. And that was true. Well, after you go through trauma, your gut doesn't lie to you, but often what happens is that fear gets in the way. So now, instead of just having a yes or no from my intuition, there is a mysterious yes, a mysterious peace, but it's shrouded in a little bit of mystery. There is a no, where I know that something is just not aligned. But then really in my main form of vision is fear. And the fear makes my yes really cloudy. It's like I feel just an abundance of fear, and I see this like light at the end of the tunnel, and I can sense what my body is trying to communicate to me. But now it always comes with a certain level of doubt. So when I decide what's right for me right now, it involves a lot of anxiety. And the decision-making process is not as clear. It's not as clean cut as it used to be when I was maybe in my late teens, early 20s, and even when I was as a child, my intuition was spot on. Now, when something doesn't feel aligned, I ask myself one of two questions. I'm currently using this to help me out. I ask myself one of two questions. When I'm feeling a negative emotion about something, I say, is this an intuitive no, where I know in my heart that this is not going to work, as I point to my mind? See, that's funny. Where I know in my mind that it's not going to work out. It's like when you meet someone and you don't like them, right? Usually intuitive. Where it's a definite no, or do I have a certain anxiety about it, but I'm intrigued? If you can learn to differentiate those from a complete no, you feel sort of all this ugliness in your heart and chest. Or do you feel really heady? Like, that's the best way that I can describe fear, is like your mind starts racing. Well, what if? An intuitive no is usually really bodily. A fear-based no is usually, well, I would need to do this, and like, what if this happened? And you start seeing visions of your worst fear. That's also a key. If you're seeing visions of your worst fear, but you have evidence that it could be something beautiful, or if it's not so rainbows and butterflies, you are meant to grow there right now, at least right now, then learn how to challenge that fear one. Full intuitive no, you get that sort of curling. It's like how you know you're attracted to someone or not. That's like the best way that I could describe an intuitive yes or no. No, you're just like no. But a maybe or this is the particular one that I have been going through, is this is so bloody aligned that it feels too good to be true. And I've never believed anyone when they've said, oh, I'm scared because it feels too good to be true. I'm like, shut up. You're faking it. Like, that's not a real feeling. Unfortunately, it is. So if it's that, you need to learn how to work with your fear and challenge it. And that is about trusting the creator. And just being like, really the solution to that is I have to take my hands off the situation. So I hope that helped. I have no idea. No one asked, but it's just what I have to offer. Okay, bye guys.